Hi friends, we are on our fifth day in Japan, and today's main spots are going to be Team Lab Borderless, the Tom and Jerry Cafe, and going Shibuya exploring. I first had to luggage forward my three luggages to my next hotel destination, which was Osaka. I really recommend luggage forwarding your stuff so you don't have to drag it everywhere with you, especially if you're going to be traveling far. It was only about $40 total for my three luggages, and I just had to check it in at the hotel front desk. I also put air tags in each one so I could keep track of where they were. I exited through the back of my hotel today for the first time, and this was the view. Look at how aesthetic these flowers are, and they're just the perfect shade of pink. I'm on my way to the train station. I think this is the barbecue fair that I passed by. In my other Japan vlogs, I mentioned how the train's literally everywhere, so close to wherever you are. So this train was only probably like a 5-minute walk from my hotel. This is actually my first official day without a car because I returned my rental car yesterday, so I'm still trying to figure out the train system. And yeah, I was literally looking at the board that they had so you can see which routes to take, and it was all in Japanese. So I literally did not know what I was looking at. By some miracle, this boy came and told me he spoke a little bit English and literally walked me like 20 minutes to the next train station or subway that I was supposed to take. Why did they make the next train or subway like a 20-minute walk from where I was? He was so nice, and I'm so appreciative that he took the time out of his day to help me. So thank you so much for helping me out when I really needed it. We arrived at this really bougie looking shopping center park area. Like, look at how expensive this Dior building looks. There were so many different events at this park. They had a yoga class, and when I entered the mall, they had so much stuff to look at. Look at how aesthetic all these desserts and matcha were. I wonder when other people come to America, do they feel like they want to enter every store? Because that's how I feel in Japan. I finally made it to Team Lab Borderless, and the first room was this flower projector room, and the next room was this lily pad room. It was really dark in this lily pad room, so it's hard to follow the route. Some people even tripped over multiple lily pads. I just noticed this. Where did this guy pop out from? And they told us there was no map, so we just had to figure out our way around. I really enjoyed this room. I thought the disco balls were such a nice touch to this room. This fish room was a room where you can draw and upload, so it comes to life. I didn't get a chance to do it, but next time I really want to try it. I then made my way through a few more rooms, and I ended up this tea place in the middle of the museum. I actually didn't even know this was a matcha place. I just saw online people were saying that was worth it. So I got this barley tea rice milk latte because I love milk, and there were rows of seating inside. And when he came and greeted us, he started preparing our tea right away, and he made fresh tea leaves. Right after he poured in my tea, a flower design appeared, and when you lift it up, they disperse. We played around with it, and I think that you need to place your teacup right where the projector lights hits in order for the design to come to life, because if I were to move it elsewhere, the designs won't appear. This next room was one of my favorite rooms. It reminded me of the Mott's Museum in LA. This lantern room also reminded me of the Mott's Museum as well, and here I am back at the lily pads room. I then went back to the matcha store to try their tea in the mall and get some chocolates to bring back home as souvenirs. I got the chocolate box with the pink bow at the bottom. Guess what, you guys? When I finally opened it when I got home, it smelled like a strong pepper and there was mold. They told me I had to refrigerate it, but I was thinking, oh, it's chocolate, I can keep it outside. But I didn't think it was chocolate that you had to like legit refrigerate. Lex was telling me this chocolate didn't have any preservatives, so that was a nice surprise when I got home. Like, yeah, I got mold. I also got this ice cream mostly for the picture, but I thought it was good. I then stopped by for some Thai food because this caught my eye earlier. I thought it was okay, and I wouldn't recommend the spring rolls. I just want to try Thai food in Japan, so I stopped by here. Did you guys also know that in Japan they don't have to-go boxes? So I brought these Ziploc bags to store my food in. I knew I brought them from America for a purpose, and here's the purpose. This chocolate had different tins of different petal-shaped chocolates. I tried to sample the orange-flavored one, and I really liked it. It was very orangey and not too sweet, so I got some as a Mother's Day present. It was a little pricey at $22 and $42 for these two tins each, but I like how it came in a tin that you can keep with, so it'll be a good souvenir and a good snack. What I also appreciate the most about Japan is that they will give you extra bags so you can give it as a gift while keeping one for yourself. The wrapping this box was also so aesthetic. Our next stop is Shibuya. I feel like I'm watching a TikTok in real life, because you know those TikToks where it's all like, oh, your next stop is Shibuya. Oh my gosh. So now I'm seeing it in real life. I had a reservation for the Tom and Jerry Cafe, and they were doing this promo that if you can guess the weight of the cheesecake, you get a discount. I couldn't do it because first, I don't like cheesecake, and two, there's no one here to eat it for me, so I don't want to waste it. I went with this art latte, mini cheese sandwich, hot ham and cheese sandwich, and melty cheeseburger set with a souvenir lunchbox. I really enjoyed my meal. They used a different cheese from America, so it's more on the sticky side, and I'm not a really big fan of cheese, so it was a little bit too cheesy for me, but overall, I thought everything was delicious. I really like how everything was themed. Like, look at the mini cheese sandwiches. I couldn't drink my latte because I'm not a coffee person. I should have asked if I could just get milk instead. I literally did not know how to empty my souvenir cup, so I poured in my water cup, and I was going to clean the bathroom. When I went to pay, she was so shocked that I was holding a dirty cup. I thought this was the one that we got as a souvenir cup, but she gave me a brand new one, and I ended up getting this long sleeve and, of course, a postcard at their souvenir shop next to where you eat. There was another souvenir shop across the cafe that I had to stop by. I swear each souvenir shop has an abundance of Kit Kat, and this was one of the first souvenir shops that had magnets. I got this Sakura mochi, some magnets, and this cute Shibuya postcard. They even have this Kuromi themed mochi, and when I went to check out, I even got a free bag from the cashier, which was so nice of her. I then had to stop by for boba, of course, so we went to Gongcha, and I also got an emergency boba for the next day. This was my first time Shibuya crossing, and I legit walked back and forth to get a video that I would be satisfied with. So here's me waiting at the crosswalk again to walk across the Shibuya crossing, and I think I was happy with all my takes. This was also at 9:30 on a Monday night, and there was still so many people out, so I can't imagine how many people there would be out here on the weekend, or just like me, just like walking back and forth across Shibuya Crossing to get the perfect shot. I then ended up at another gachapon place, and they literally have these everywhere. I got a Snoopy, Pokemon, and some more gachapon for my friends and family back home. There's even this mystery gachapon machine. I thought it was a mystery Pokemon gachapon at first for some reason. Doesn't look like like who's that Pokemon sign that you see when you watch Pokemon, right? I then took the train back home, and on the way to the Tom and Jerry cafe, I forgot to film, but I got this free candy and poster to take back home for my brother. They were just handing out like free candy and posters, and I just went to grab one, yeah, from someone I didn't know. Anyways, thank you for spending my 5th day with me, friends, and I will see you at my 6th day tomorrow.